The Georgia and Daniel Show begins in a few minutes. You can subscribe to listen. SpecialChronicles.com/Georgia and Daniel Show. This episode is episode 442. Babe, what's it called? The title of the episode?
Vaccines and streaming.
So all that is coming up in. You want to give me the countdown?
Sure. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I didn't know that you had a crush on me. How did I never see all that we could have been? High time we turn the pages, start a story for the ages. High time we got it going on. No, it's never easy for people who love anymore, but we gotta try, 'cause you and I were meant to be. I love you, baby, and I know it takes more than words to show it. You are the one, and I know it.
Welcome back to the Georgia and Daniel Show. My name is Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And my name is Georgia from the Georgia and Daniel Show.
And we are back. It is currently the 2nd of February, 2021. And we're excited to be back behind the microphones. If you're listening to the podcast, then go check out the video on YouTube or Facebook. Just search for Georgia and Daniel Show, and you'll find us on the Special Chronicles YouTube channel. And if you're watching the video, Georgia still has the same background, but you see a little bit of a different background for me. Babe, what do people see?
They see a brick wall.
Yes, that's because in the studio I've got a big green screen. I'm part of this Facebook group for the StreamYard community, the people that use StreamYard. And this one guy was showing his studio, right? And he had he must have painted his entire wall was green. And I feel like I'm not going to do that in this studio, but like hopefully someday if we're living together or whatever, hopefully I can maybe like have the entire wall be green, and then maybe this green screen will work out a little bit better. But still, I would like to thank one of our team members at Special Chronicles for getting this green screen as a birthday gift for me. So there's that. But what are we going to be talking about on the show this week, babe?
Well, we're going to be talking about our
vaccines and streaming.
Vaccines and streaming, yes.
That's the title of the episode. And if you guys are probably wondering, what do they mean by vaccines and streaming? Well, we'll tell you right now. It was coming up on this episode 42. This is the 42nd episode of the Georgia of Daniel Show. Can you believe that? The 42nd episode. We are not going by seasons anymore. We're going by episode numbers, which is what we should have done. We should have done all along, but there we go. 42nd episode, babe.
Well, I'm very impressed that we've done what?
Oh, what can you say? I was going to say, well, 42 years old.
Well, I am very impressed that we made it this far. to have so many episodes together as a couple, yes, but we're also friends as well.
Yes. And so this week we'll be talking about, I attended this past week the ComEd EnergyForce 2021 training. As you see, ComEd is one of our partners, so you see up above if you're watching the video. If not, if you're checking out the audio podcast, and go check out the video, and you'll see what we mean by ComEd's logo is up above there, because they're one of our big partners at Special Chronicles. So yeah, I'll be talking about that. And Georgia resumes in-person programs. And then Georgia gets a dose of COVID vaccine. By the way, people have to be very careful when they read the description of this episode. It does not say Georgia gets COVID. It says Georgia gets a dose of COVID vaccine.
Yes. That is completely different.
What? There's a big difference? Yeah.
Yeah.
As Daniel waits, as I wait for mine. So, by the way, we're not talking about getting COVID. We're talking about getting a dose of COVID vaccine. And then I will be, well, I'd say Georgia gets a dose of, yeah, and I'm still waiting for mine. And then I'm gonna talk about the show Dickinson on AppleTV Plus.
And I will be reviewing one of my favorite TV shows, One Tree Hill, on Hulu.
So let's get started. So, what was that?
It was just pointing to you.
Yo. Oh, I'm going first.
Yes, you're going first.
Oh, because then you're going first for the next topic.
I'll be doing this.
I see. Yeah, and then I'll be going like this. The podcast people listening to us on podcasts are probably wondering, what are they talking about? Why is it going like this? We'll go check out the video on YouTube.
Sorry, it's another way to point to someone.
Yeah, but people have to be watching the video of this podcast in order to see what we mean by this. You just got some flies in whole studio.
No, it was something.
It was flies. You've got flies. You've got flies in your studio.
No, I don't. I just have a little cushion that was coming out of my blanket. That's all.
Cushion, like you going like, whoa, fly, get away, fly, get away, fly, get away, fly.
Okay, let's just move on, shall we?
Is that not true? Get away, fly, go.
Daniel, it wasn't a fly. It was something from my blanket.
Yeah, but like you're going up here.
Yeah, because it was touching my head. That's why I went like that.
So it was a fly.
No.
What was touching your blanket?
No, it was like it's a type of
fly.
It's a type of a cushion that was coming out of the blanket. That was flinging my head.
Ow.
Yes.
I still like to say, just for a comedic joke, let's just say it was a fly.
No.
It wasn't a fly?
No.
Ooh.
No.
It was totally a fly.
Okay, can we just please move on?
Can we move on? Let's move on. Okay. So, as you all know, well, I should say, if you do listen, also listen to our flagship show, the Special Chronicles show, our flagship podcast, then you will know that we have entered our 18, 19, 20. This is our fourth year of partnership with ComEd. And in particular, this is our fourth year in partnership with the ComEd EnergyForce Ambassador Program.
Good job, babe.
I should have queued this up before. I don't know why I did. Well, let me go ahead and we usually do the sponsor thing, so there's like no reason to put this banner up on the screen, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. You can visit. You can learn more about ComEd. You can learn more about ComEd EnergyForce at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. You want to go ahead and point, babe? Point right below us. Learn more about ComEd EnergyForce at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd. And you can learn more about how to not only how to save energy and money, but also ComEd is one of our biggest partners at Special Chronicles. We're proud that ComEd partners with us to help us to not only power lives, but power our mission, to keep the lights on, to keep this technology plugged in and everything. And so that's what, so that we took part in training, and we, in addition to this podcast, we have the ComEd EnergyForce podcast series. That it's just a collection of different ComEd dedicated episodes that we've produced, and we compile that all into one podcast show called ComEd EnergyForce, the podcast. And so you can listen to that, watch a couple of videos, and get more information on specialchronicles.com/ComEd. And I am getting some homemade dip on my hand. But anyway, so that it was great. It was the training was on Microsoft Teams. It was let me just put it this way. They had a lot of good information. I felt like it probably could have been a little longer. We had to leave a little bit early. I'm not gonna say anything bad, but I'm just gonna put it this way. It was on Microsoft Teams. We're not what it used to using that video conferencing platform, but it was great. It was was so thankful and grateful to be part of the ComEd. That ComEd is one of our partners in Special Chronicles, and so that's what I did this past week was attend the. It's just once a year, so usually at the beginning of the year to kind of kick off, and this is the 10th year of the ComEd EnergyForce program. Again, we have only been part of the program. They have only partnered with us the past 3 years, so this is now the 4th year of partnership with ComEd. But yeah, so that's what I did.
Congratulations, Daniel.
So I'm going to turn it over to you now, babe, to talk about we Zoom in-person programs.
Okay. Well, hello, you guys. My name is Georgia, as you guys know. So basically,
can I just say, of course they know it's you. Your name is in half of the name of this podcast. You is in half of the title of this podcast. I mean, you like, of course they know it's you.
I know, I'm getting very
It's okay. It's okay. Go on, babe.
All right, so I am really excited to be back in programs again. I mean, not just Opportunity Knocks. The other side of my life is WSSRA. Now, let me tell you what that stands for. West Suburban Special Recreation Association. A little tongue twister there. So I was so excited to actually sign up for programs with West Suburban. It just started last night. So
in person or virtual?
It's actually in virtual, not in person.
Oh, on Zoom. Okay, I have to change that on the show notes. So yeah. Okay, so it's still virtual. It's on Zoom.
Yes, it is on Zoom. I go to different areas of my house to actually do the programs. I mean, not just in my game room. So, what I'm looking forward to actually do the programs is to see my friends again. I mean, not just me seeing Daniel, but it's with my other friends that I haven't seen in a long time. So, I get to see Jackie Finn, which is kind of awesome, and so that's actually a lot of fun. So,
Cool.
that's about it.
You want to keep talking about it? Oh, speaking of your friend.
And Jackie Finn is watching. I love your show. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, so, yeah. Do you want to go on and continue talking about?
Sure. The other program that I'm also doing is Opportunity Knocks. We are doing virtual and on-site program. My favorite is not just the virtual; it's actually the on-site program. Yeah. And it's in Madison, on Madison Street.
Oh, hold on.
The best part is actually seeing all my friends in person. That's the biggest highlight. Every single time I'm there, that's the best part of my life. It's just seeing all my friends. We do fun activities. We sometimes go on walks and stuff. The person that I want to hang out more is Eliza Gonky. Not in. Okay, Daniel.
Go on.
I want to give a few shout outs to the staff who's doing the on-site program. Hello, Rigetti. She's one of my favorite teachers, along with Thomas Zano and also to the volunteers as well. So you guys are my real family. Along with Trader Joe's and with Suburban. That's pretty much my entire life, basically. But the only life that I'm going to have is the person that I love the most. And that person happens to be not only he is my boyfriend, he's the guy that I want to be with. I love you, Daniel.
I love you too, babe. Georgia. I love you too.
I love you too.
And with that, you did something this past week. No, I should say you got something. It wasn't a gift. It wasn't something that maybe we look forward. No, well, I would say it's not something that we all totally look forward to. Oh, let me rephrase this.
Yes, please.
Let me rephrase this. let me just rephrase this a little bit. It's not something that we look at. It's okay. Let's backtrack a little bit. So almost a year ago, rewind. So back when the global pandemic started, last year. So in just about a year ago, when we all had to wear masks, when we all had to social distance, stay 6 feet apart, to do all this virtual programming, virtual public speaking, virtual events, and all this, we were looking forward to a vaccine. Now, I don't know about you, but getting shot and stuff, and maybe it's because of when I and you, babe, when we were born, we had a lot of a lot of medical type issues and needles and all the stuff that we had to deal with when we were born. So at least that's why I'm not a big fan of needles. I don't know about you, but are you?
Well, I've been afraid of needles since I was like at the age of.
Yeah. So it just kind of goes along with what I was saying is because of when we were both born with all these challenges and medical issues, we're both not a fan of needles. So that's why I'm saying last year in 2020, everybody across the globe, across the country, we were all looking forward to a vaccine for COVID-19, a COVID vaccine. We were all looking forward to that because that is a step. It's not ending the global pandemic. It's not ending COVID. It's a step to a new normal. It's a step. So we were all looking forward to that. But for those of us that are kind of afraid of needles and stuff, it's something that we do because we know we need that in order to help to fight COVID, to be able to help to fight against COVID. Like that's what we need a vaccine for. So we need that in order to kind of help to fight against COVID. And so that's why we're looking forward to COVID as a society, as a country, as a globe, as a society across the globe. Everyone is looking forward to a COVID vaccine. We might not be fans of shots, of needles, but we all looking forward to a COVID vaccine. And with that, Georgia, you, babe, this past week, got your first dose of COVID vaccine. And now you have to wait how many weeks?
Well, I did get my first dose of the vaccine. It didn't hurt as much.
But now, until you can get your second one, you have to wait how many weeks?
I totally forgot. I don't remember. But
18 vaccine, you need to wait how long for each dose? Okay, what were you saying?
I have to wait until the 25th of February to get my second dose.
So how many weeks is that?
That's probably like in 2 weeks from now.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up something from the Wall Street Journal. So what you need to know when you get the COVID-19 COVID-19 vaccine, what you need to know when you get the preparing for the COVID-19 vaccine. And first dose. Okay, I can't see where it says how long you have to wait, but the point is there's like a period of time that you usually that you have to wait, right? So it's what? How many weeks is it? Like 4 weeks?
It's probably like in 2 weeks from now.
No, like 4 weeks. I think it's more like 4 weeks. I think I'm pretty sure.
My bad. It's 4 weeks
until you can get your second dose. Okay, so I'm still waiting for mine. I don't know if I get it at the airport with United or if I get it like Walgreens or somewhere around here. I don't know. I am still waiting to hear. But once I do, I will update you all. Follow us at Daniel and Georgia on Instagram and Facebook. And maybe, babe, we can. Did you take a picture when you got yours?
Yes.
The vaccine selfie. You know what? That's now. But later after the show, maybe you can put it on at Daniel and Georgia Instagram and Facebook.
I will.
So you guys follow us at Daniel and Georgia on Instagram and Facebook, and we will share our COVID vaccine selfies and to encourage you that we'll get in it, and you should too. So I know some people might be against it, but we're going to advocate for it. So that way, like we said, that is one step forward. That is, by getting the COVID vaccine, it's one step forward to helping to fight against the COVID-19, right?
Yes, good.
So getting this COVID vaccine is one step forward of fighting the COVID. So there you go. And with that, we take a short sponsor partner break. When we come back, we will
be talking about our favorite TV shows.
Well, no, not necessarily favorite. Our favorite this past week. Some TV shows on streaming platforms, so not on like the traditional TV, on streaming platforms, AppleTV Plus and Hulu, of what we have been watching this past week. So you'll get all reviews coming up after the break. You're listening to...
Let's
see if we get times out. You're listening to...
You're listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. And we'll be right back after a brief sponsor break.
I'm Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And Dan's good as true love. And we'll be right back after a brief sponsor break. Don't hit pause. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Support for Special Chronicles comes from listeners like you. As an independent public media podcast, Special Chronicles will always be there for you. Now we're asking you to be there for us. As a nonprofit independent media organization, we can only make programs like Special Chronicles with listener support. Our programs provide weekly, candid, honest, and inspiring conversations about the people with disabilities community that creates awareness, support, and advocacy within each week's episode. Listeners tell us our shows are an enjoyable and necessary podcast for the intellectual and developmental disability community and everyone else who is able to listen to stories about life from a different angle. Please, if you and your family love our weekly podcast, make a one-time, monthly, or annual gift of thanks today. Support this podcast at specialchronicles.com/give. That's specialchronicles.com/give. Support for Special Chronicles comes from ComEd. Special Chronicles is proud to partner with the ComEd EnergyForce Ambassador Program. The EnergyForce is the country's first energy efficiency education program designed for and taught by people with disabilities. ComEd is powering lives and really is powering us here at Special Chronicles to keep the lights on and our technology is powered on. As ComEd powers the lives of us, they're literally giving a voice to people with special needs. We thank ComEd for the generous support of our mission at Special Chronicles. Learn more at specialchronicles.com/ComEd. That's specialchronicles.com/ComEd.
Hi, my name is Lisa Noble, and I'm a ComEd EnergyForce ambassador and an athlete with Special Olympics Illinois.
Hi, my name is Daniel Smrokowski, and I also am a ComEd EnergyForce ambassador and founder of a company called Special Chronicles.
The ComEd EnergyForce program is a program that hires people with disabilities to teach the public how to save energy and money.
It's the country's first energy efficiency program of its kind.
Saving energy is especially important while everyone is at home due to COVID-19. We're using more electricity than ever before. Just think about how many more times you are opening the refrigerator door these days.
And while the economy is stressed, it's more critical than ever to save money where we can. Following these tips can save energy and money in this time of COVID-19.
Wash your clothes in cold water and use the dryer sparingly.
Your dryer can take up to 7 times more energy than the washer.
Turn off and unplug any electrical devices or power strips you are not using.
Electrical devices can continue to zap power even when turned off if they're still plugged in. We call them vampire devices.
Use LED bulbs.
They use 25% less energy than incandescent bulbs and last up to 25 times longer, saving you lots of money over time.
Keep your refrigerator between 35 and 38 degrees.
And be sure to use Energy Star appliances.
And last but not least, check out ComEd.com/home savings for more tips and rebates.
Lisa and I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to us today.
Remember, we are all in this together.
Stay healthy.
And stay safe.
Bye.
COVID-19, better known as coronavirus, has spread throughout the world. Information about children with this disease is limited, but they are known to have had mild symptoms. Many organizations are responding accordingly depending upon their area. It's best to stay home and away from others, especially when sick, and continue following healthy hand wash guidelines, covering mouth and nose and not touching your face or high-touch surfaces. Clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces regularly, and for more information, please visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Thank you.
We're not just athletes.
We are the ambassadors of an uprising.
Peaceful protesters.
In a rebellion against anyone
who has a fear of difference. Difference. Our demands are
equality,
dignity,
and the recognition of our shared humanity.
We will not stop
or accept anything less.
Today, our world is
more divided than ever.
And coming together has never been more urgent.
The revolution
is inclusion.
Find out more at jointherevolution.org.
Special Chronicles. Giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
You're listening to the
Georgia
and Daniel show right here on SpecialChronicles.com. I'm Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And I'm Georgia from Georgia and Daniel Show.
And now, this is the part of the show. This is the part of the podcast. Georgia, move so camera angle.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just my computer.
This is the part of the show.
That's fine.
The part of the show. Let's let me rephrase that. This is a part of the show where that Georgia should have done doing that sponsor break.
Well, yeah, I should have done that.
Isn't it? see, folks, see what I deal with? No, I'm kidding. I deal with it because I love you.
You're funny.
No. Seriously, it's. We joke because we love each other so much.
Yes, exactly.
Like so much that we love each other.
Yes.
As more than friends. As kids, please fast forward. Parents, point to warning. As more than friends. As should I say it?
So what?
Should I say it? I just said, kids, fast forward. Parents, parental warning. If your kids you might want to fast forward the next few seconds. Just fast forward 15 seconds from here. We are more than friends. We are love. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Love couple.
Love couple. I was going to go more like love.
Lovers. Yeah.
If there are any kids still listening, then, well, let's be honest here. If people have been listening to us, for 42 episodes now, I think people know that we are more than. I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying that, right?
Yeah.
Well, levels.
It's just a word.
We like to have fun with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like
different
together. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
I'm trying to blow. George is trying to blow that fly away. Fly, go away. Fly. Well, with that, let's talk about what we've been watching on streaming right now.
Yeah,
As you
please.
know, a lot of us when we watch TV, yes, we might watch TV on a traditional TV network like ABC or CBS or Fox or WGN
Or Disney Channel.
yeah. But those are not the traditional TV networks that we have been watching this past week. Because we've been watching, I've been getting hooked on Dickinson on on Apple TV Plus, and George has been watching One Tree Hill on Hulu. So One Tree Hill, they have been around for 9 seasons. Dickinson on Apple TV Plus, they're currently in the 2nd season, and I just started the first episode of season 2. So before we go ahead and play the trailer, and again, for those watching on video, those watching on YouTube or Facebook, we're not going to share the trailer. Guess we could, but what we're going to do, we might, if we can get that technology to work. But before we actually review this, I want to comment on something, and let me know if because as our listeners know, we both are pretty busy for me, working at Special Chronicles, working at United Airlines, all the athlete leadership and doing and involved with Special Olympics, both in Illinois and as a Southern Travel International Global Messenger. But then you also working at Trader Joe's, working with the Warrior Catering, the WSSLA, the Opportunity Knox, and all the other activities. We are both, between our jobs and the activities and the stuff that we're involved in, are both really busy. So with that little caveat, with that little thing that I want to mention there, I want to say, I don't know about you, and by you I mean, babe, you, but also you as my level, but also you as in the deal listener, that I'm finding it difficult to binge. And I think it's because we're being so busy, the only really time that we have to sit down and watch is at night. Like I feel like because we're so busy, we don't have a lot of time to binge.
Well,
and by binge, I mean like watch an episode, and then all of a sudden, whether you're watching it on Apple TV Plus or Netflix or whatever, the next episode starts playing automatically. So these streaming platforms make it easy to
access,
but also to be able to binge an episode after an episode after an episode after an episode.
Okay.
Because they make it so easy to binge, what I'm trying to say is, yes, it's easy to binge and watch it episode after episode, but when you are so busy, when you have a couple of jobs, when you have a lot of different activities and programs that you are involved in, that you are involved with, like you and me, it's hard to find the time to binge. And I guess my question for you, but also my question for the listeners is that a good thing? Is it okay to be so busy that you might watch an episode of a TV show on streaming, and then it might be another day or two until you watch the next episode? Is it okay to be so busy that you don't have time to be sucked into that streaming platform, to be sucked into that binge-worthy content. What do you think?
Well, I would agree to that entirely. The only time that I get to watch TV is on my days off, like during the day. Like Tuesdays, much more of my days off, so I can watch like one episode at a time or one movie at a time. But I think it's a lot harder to actually schedule something to watch. Like, say, if you're going on a walk, and by the time when you come back, you will watch an episode after that. But for me, I just improvise on what I'm going to do the next thing.
Yeah.
Because watching TV and watching a movie is completely different. Because let's say if you're watching an actual movie on a DVD player, that takes time. But watching a movie on Disney Plus, Hulu, that has like a lot of commercials towards the movie.
Well, it depends on the streaming platform.
Yeah, it depends on what the program actually looks like.
No. I mean, it depends. Not all the streaming platforms have commercials. Like Netflix doesn't have commercials. I believe
that's what I meant.
With Apple TV Plus, the only commercials that they really have is the only commercials that they really have on Apple TV Plus is for their own Apple TV original content. But like Hulu, like you said, Hulu or Amazon Prime or those types of things. So it depends on the platform to see. Some of them have commercials and some of them don't.
Yeah.
Okay, go on with what you're saying.
Oh yeah, and Disney. So the two different programs does not have commercials is Netflix and Disney Plus. But the other ones that do have it is Hulu, Prime, Amazon, any of those. Because sometimes I like to relax a lot more, and then I will pick up the pace where if I wanted to stay more active and just go outside more than just being inside less.
Yes. So I am trying to pull up something on the computer. And what else do you like about what else, babe, do you like about streaming platforms?
Well, it takes a lot of time to actually watch an episode or a movie. But for me, I like to actually take my time, and for me, I don't always eat in my game room that often, so I'm trying to eat with my parents first, and then I will come upstairs after to watch a program.
Yeah, awesome. I am trying to queue up some stuff, and hopefully it doesn't totally mess up the whole thing.
I have one purpose. Wow.
Whoa. Okay. With that, we're gonna go ahead and the stout.
And that is to become a great writer.
Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and let me rewind that a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and review a couple of movies and TV series. Let me think. A couple of TV series. And the first. Wait, who wants to go first?
I think I will.
Oh, you want to go first? Okay. Let me pull up your trailer then. Hold on. So what are you going to be reviewing? Because are they still producing shows, or is there only a total of 9 seasons?
Well, I have a paragraph with everything on it.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to pull up a trailer. Is there a particular season or?
For Pete's sake.
I'm gonna try to pull up the trailer. So let me see if I can find.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find the trailer. Let's see if we can
What
find.
just happened here?
So you've been, as you said, you've been watching One Tree Hill on Hulu.
Yes. Hold on.
All right, you gonna go first, and then I'm gonna. So
Yeah.
we try to find. We're gonna go ahead and play the trailer for
One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill. I should say it's a trailer for One Tree Hill. I believe this is a season 1 trailer. After this ad plays. Hold on. Let me go ahead and try to share this again to the screen. And first, tell us, what do you? Whoops! Oh, I think I canceled that. What do you enjoy about watching on streaming?
Well, I really love One Tree Hill a lot because they put most of my favorite guest stars in that particular TV show. But basically,
you've been binging this.
I
You've
just
been watching this on Hulu. I don't have Hulu. What'd you say?
well, I was about to say that it is on Hulu, and it's an amazing series. It is a American drama TV series created by a guy named Mark Schwain.
Okay.
Which premiered on September 23rd, 2003 on my WB. It was on live TV before they even put the whole show on Hulu. The total seasons is 9. 187 episodes per season. The best theme song was actually by Gavin DeGraw, I Don't Want to Be.
So before we get to more of your review of why you... Oops, hold on. I have a little beach ball for me. Before we get more of your review, babe, of... Hold on. Yeah, of One Tree Hill, we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, it's trying to go full screen mode on me. It's not what I want. We're gonna... Let's exit out of that. We're gonna go ahead and try to share our screen so you all can hopefully hear the trailer for One Tree Hill. You can still see me, right?
I can see you, but you're frozen.
Oh, I am frozen. Okay, well, I will be back on in just a moment. We probably shouldn't have been trying to share this on screen. I will be back. But as long as you all can hear me, I will try to share. There we go. Let's see if we can. It might, hopefully, doesn't kick me off. That'll be bad. That will be bad if it kicks me out. So, probably shouldn't have tried to do anything. And, hold on a minute, folks, everyone. Sorry if we was listening to the podcast. We have a little bit of a technical difficulty. I shouldn't have tried to do this on air. Right, babe?
Yes.
Probably shouldn't have tried to fix this.
There you go. You're back on.
Oh, I am? Oh,
yeah.
There. Okay.
Well, you were.
Ooh, I was.
Yeah. Now you're frozen.
Okay. Well, we're gonna not share the screen because otherwise we might get nobody wants that. So I'm just gonna play the audio through the phone.
Yeah,
Okay?
just put it on audio because it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, let's just do that. So this and then. Okay, I thought I could get it to work. I mean, technically I still can, but what's going on? What is going on? What's going on? Okay, babe, I'll exit that out later. Come on. Come on, StreamYard. I think it's just because I have too many windows open. Too many tabs open. And we want to exit out of that. Here we go. And let's. Am I still frozen? Question. People listen on the podcast, babe. People listen on the podcast are probably wondering, what are they talking about?
Well, we're trying to put a trailer from my favorite TV show, One Tree Hill.
One of your favorites, good. And let's see if we can.
We're having a little dysfunctional on the technology.
Yes. Yes, we are. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get back to the StreamYard, then I will share the audio. I should unmute it first. Just a moment, but let's go ahead and come on. Whoa, my mouse is gone.
Oh, and it's also it's also based on basketball and drama.
Okay.
Okay, well, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm still here. The reason why I love One Tree Hill is because the music is really good. The guest stars, and I've been watching One Tree Hill since my twin sister Kate was in college. That was actually the best part. So that's my past TV show. I'm still watching it. Hopefully I will watch it later on tonight. But the one that I'm still watching is called Glee. That is just based on music, drama, relationships, friendships, and it is totally amazing. Yeah, so basically, it's based on basketball too, so it's actually pretty cool. What I really missed the most was playing basketball with my friends. I think playing sports again, by the time this whole thing will be over, will be a blast for all of us. Me, I'm not going to list all my friends, but if I had to pick my top 2 favorite people, it would be Eliza Gronke and Jackie Finn. They've been watching this show, the Georgia and Daniel show. The comments have been firing up, which is a good thing. Eliza Gronke just said that she really missed playing basketball with me. The best part of having a best friend is to being kind to each other. I've known Jackie Finn for about almost 21 years. It would be 22 years probably in the next few months. Jackie Finn is like more like my sister than she ever was my best friend, but she's more my sister. And sometimes I want to have more sisterly chat with her. She's the reason why that I started not just shows in particular is to actually for me to come out and see her again in person. And I will also be doing the same thing for Eliza as well, because not only Eliza has, but now since Eliza has been my best friend forever, she's also one of my favorite neighbors. I have a couple more neighbors, but her in particular, she lives just like a block from me. It's like one bike ride there and back. In the past years, I have given her gluten-free chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, babe, are you eating chocolate chip cookies?
Well, I made gluten-free cookies in the past year.
Okay. Can we backtrack just slightly? Okay, so first, quick side note: my mom's gonna be in a couple minutes, so I might have to go answer the door, and I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But okay, here's a little surprise for the listeners, right? The podcast listeners for the past 5 minutes have been hearing only me. But those of you watching the video on YouTube, you only were entertained by Georgia, right? So the people watching on YouTube and Facebook were entertained by you for 5 minutes. For only 5 minutes. Only you. Only Georgia on video. And for 5 minutes on the audio podcast, people will only hear me. Talking about a beach ball. Talking about me being disconnected from the show. 5 minutes of this episode, I have no idea what you were talking about, and you have no idea what I was talking about. But if I go back, you being all cute. If I go back and watch the video on YouTube or Facebook, then I will see 55 minutes into the video of this episode, I will see what you were talking about. You, babe, you have to go listen to the audio podcast. And if you listen into about 55 minutes into the audio podcast, you will hear what I was talking about when you were not on audio.
Okay, that sounds good.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so let's quickly finish the show. We're not going to be sharing any more screens anymore on this episode. So let's go ahead and hear the trailer. That's a brief 16-second trailer for One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill, the complete first season, available for the first time on DVD. Want to see more? Do it. Now with 48 minutes of unaired scenes and an exclusive Gavin DeGraw music video. Buy One Tree Hill, the complete first season, now on DVD.
Okay, that was like a...
Yeah, that sounds just fine.
Stream into a place where we're free to cheer, free to...
That was a brief spot. Okay, so you already talked about that show. Now I'm going to talk about what I like about the show Dickinson. It is on Apple TV Plus. You guys can watch season 1, and season 2 is dropping weekly on season 2 is dropping weekly on Apple TV Plus on Fridays. So Dickinson is about the poet Emily Dickinson. What I really like about this, it takes place when Emily Dickinson was a teen, when she was growing up. But based on the music and based on the language, it doesn't seem like, so like the costumes is like what they used to wear in Emily Dickinson's time, like back in the day, like the 1800s or 19 or whatever it was. But the language seems to be like modern language. It like those swirling, there's some swirling, there's some others like it doesn't seem to be like, it just kind of has like a kind of a modern take to it. Not like it looks like from Emily Dickinson's time. That's what it is. But it I think appeals, like the language of this show, Dickinson on Apple TV Plus. It appeals to like a modern, like a today's youth, today's kids, today's teens. It appeals to kind of that, and so that's what I think is really neat about this show. And it's so yeah, that's what is, yeah, that's just what's neat about this show. And it's I'm really engaged with it. It's a enjoyable show, so I highly recommend that you guys go check out Dickinson on Apple TV Plus. Season 1 originally came out in 2019, and then I think they took a year off, and now they're coming out. New episodes are dropping on Fridays on Apple TV Plus. So Dickinson is the show. I highly recommend it. It's really good. It's really engaging, and we'll hear. Let's listen to a trailer for Dickinson on Apple TV Plus.
I have one purpose, Wild Nights, and that is to become a great writer.
You need to cut out these sort of antics.
We're definitely gonna have a war.
She's wild. She'll be the ruin of this family. And she doesn't know how to behave like a proper young lady.
No thanks.
Wild Nights, where I with thee. Wild nights should be our luxury.
So you can watch it on the Apple TV app on your iPhone, iPad, computer, or your TV. I've been watching it on the Apple TV app on my iPad Mini. And so definitely you guys go check out Dickinson it's streaming on Apple TV Plus. You can get it wherever you get the Apple TV app. Dickinson, go check it out.
Very cool.
With that, I think my dad might be coming, but to get what my mom's dropping off. But let's go ahead and just quickly wrap up the show. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good, babe.
So if you guys want to go follow My Cutest True Love on Instagram,
you can find
yeah, they can find you well.
You guys can find me on Instagram at PeachGeorgia22.
At PeachGeorgia22. So and you can find me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter at PodmanDan, PodmanDan, at PodmanDan. And so if you want to find out what we're doing when we're not behind the microphones, when we're not on air, find out what we're doing, what we're up to, doing things like that, find out what we're doing behind the scenes, right? Follow at PeachGeorgia22 and at PodmanDan on Instagram. And if you want to follow both of us, I'll show our podcast account, right? For the podcast on Instagram and Facebook.
At Daniel and Georgia.
At Daniel and Georgia on Instagram and Facebook. So go follow us there. You can also, if you're on Twitter, you can tweet us. We're not active that much on Twitter, but we.
I don't have Twitter, so.
Well, I'll get you the at Daniel Georgia.
Yeah, he's gonna give me all the details.
I thought you had a Twitter. Maybe you used to.
I used to, but my phone can't handle Twitter.
Okay, well, that's fine. So, you guys, we don't tweet a lot, but if you want to tweet us, you can go ahead at Daniel Georgia S, hashtag Georgia and Daniel Show. So, once again, you can tweet us at Daniel Georgia S and use the hashtag Georgia and Daniel Show. We don't tweet that much, but if you tweet us, we will we will look at it on occasion. But you guys, the places where we are active more, right? We're active more during the week is at Daniel and Georgia on Instagram and Facebook. So just go to Instagram and Facebook and go follow at Daniel and Georgia, and you can follow all. That's the podcast accounts for that. Also, we want to remind you, you can go. This Georgia and Daniel show is a original podcast on the Special Chronicles Network. SpecialChronicles.com is where you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Vimeo. Subscribe to our newsletter. Subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find not just this podcast, the Georgia and Daniel show, but the Special Chronicles show, the Unified at Work series, all the different Georgia's Kitchen show, and all that is all on SpecialChronicles.com. And speaking of Georgia's Kitchen show,
you guys can find me at.
I'm trying to find the thing.
Okay.
Keep talking about it. I'll find it. I'll find it. There you go.
Okay. You guys can find me at specialchronicles.com/Georgia's Kitchen Show YouTube.
There's no us on Georgia. So on Georgia's, it's just.
Oh, sorry. Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube.
Yeah. So specialchronicles.com/Georgia Kitchen Show YouTube. You can go and follow and subscribe to whole cooking bakery video show. It's a video show. We want to also we'll promote. Should we promote Jose's trivia game? You guys go to, if you want to find out how to join Jose's trivia game, sign up for trivia. Go to specialchronicles.com/trivia, specialchronicles.com/trivia, and that's where we put links to the Live with Jose TV page. And if you want to that's where you can follow. That's where you can find Jose's page, right?
Yes.
So, but anyway, if you all wanna get in touch with us, you can.
You can find
email
and. Wait, hold on. Daniel.
Yep.
That way.
No, that way. The other that way.
That way.
The party one doing. What are they talking about? That way is that way is that. That way is this way is that way. That is was what way is that way?
Okay. You can find the both of us.
What is that way? I'm not that way. I'm this. Well, I'm. Try it again.
Okay. You can find the both of us. Him, Daniel, and moi at Daniel and Georgia at SpecialChronicles.com.
That's where you can email us your audio and email feedback to Daniel and Georgia at SpecialChronicles.com. We will both see it, and we will reply to you. Well, one of us will reply to you. I don't know who. It's whoever checks the inbox. Close. I don't know. Right, babe? It could be you. It could be me. One of us could be replying. You guys don't know who, but one of us will. So email us, Daniel and Georgia, SpecialChronicles.com. We would love to hear from you, right?
Yes, we'd love to hear from you.
And heal. That's how you heal. What you heal.
Yes.
You heal. Go ahead and you can meet our team at Special Chronicles, specialchronicles.com/team. But once again, remember at Daniel and Georgia on Instagram and Facebook. And go to specialchronicles.com, subscribe to our newsletter, find out all the different podcasts that we produce. And please also we want to remind you to donate.
Yes, please donate now. SpecialChronicles.com/give. That's SpecialChronicles.com/give.
And with that, you have been listening to the Georgia and Daniel show right here on SpecialChronicles.com. Subscribe to listen. And we'll be back next week, hopefully with no technical difficulties in the middle of the show.
Yes.
Let's hope. I'm going to try to go take a walk. And
I'm going to relax.
We'll be back next week. So we want to do what you do with these podcasts. Subscribe, listen, rate, review, comment, Follow us, all that on SpecialChronicles.com. This has been the Georgia and Daniel Show.
See you later.
I'm Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
I'm Georgia. I'm Dan's cutest true love.
Cutest true love. Oh, let's try that again. Say that one. Say it. All right. You've been listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com. I'm Daniel from you've been listening to the Georgia and Daniel Show on Special Chronicles. I'm Daniel from SpecialChronicles.com.
And I'm Georgia, Dan's cutest true lover.
We'll be back more next week with next episode. With some more true love stories. Lovos stories. Stories of lovos. Yes. Bye. See you next week.
Love you.
Special Chronicles. Giving respect and a voice to people with special needs.
And it's in that audio. Should we end the video?
Still live.
You want to end the video? We're still live. You're pointing up.
Yeah, I'm pointing it up.
We're still live. It's still live.
I don't know how.
Wait, but if people that watch us on demand later, they're going to be like, "You're not live anymore. You were live later in the past." Are we still live?
Yes, we're still live.
You're pointing. We're live. We're live. We'll get it out. Hold on. Before we go off air, let's look at some of these comments. This is the after. Well, let me put it up. Let me put it up. The after show. Let's look at some of these comments.
Okay.
Here's a comment from a listener.
Mm-hmm. Her name is Eliza Gronke, and she said, "Yeah, me too, Jojo. I really miss playing basketball with you too." And she said, "Hey, my Jessie, I'm Uncle Jesse for her." Gary Meyer said, "Yes, it is good to be busy, but not too excess. Pace yourself, and you have to be more active."
That's true.
Jackie Finn says, "Hi, Georgia and Daniel. I love your show." That's pretty much about it. Oh, and StreamYard, my bad. And the program said, "Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard." This is an example on how to comment on the both of us.
I just want to see if you can read all the comments. Usually we get a lot more comments than those.
Yeah, but this is just a little short.
I think it's because technically we went live like 10 minutes before we told people we were going to go live, and then we ended up going like a little longer than we said we were going to. But now it's time to end. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Georgia and Daniel Show on SpecialChronicles.com.
Bye, you guys.